Hi everyone, it's Andrea with the Hippie Art Studio. Today I am bringing you another scrapbooking process video from my December daily. I kind of fell behind in December and so today I'm finishing up days 5 and 6. I used the Project Life app to create a collage for my photos, and I'm going to mat them on this blue cardstock and also that scrap of painted paper that I showed you previously. I'm inking all of the edges with black memento ink, like I've done with the rest of my project, and then I'm just going to attach the photos onto the photo mat and stick it into the pocket on this page. You can find out more information about how this page kind of came along with my previous videos, the December Daily Quickies. I will link the relevant ones down below. So this was the day that we went and we did some grocery shopping, and we tested out a Trike to see if it was going to be the right size for my daughter, who is 2. And of course that meant we couldn't leave the store without it because she threw a ginormous fit. And since we were already thinking about getting it for her for Christmas anyway, we just gave in and got it. She was excited. We had to open it up and let her ride it around the neighborhood as soon as we got home. And I just used one of the Project Life kits that is available in the app. I believe it's seasonal something. And that's what the Places You'll Go card and the journaling card on the other side is from. So there you can see, and that's the painted paper. It's a mix of acrylic paint and some stenciling, bubble wrap, printing, and I think corrugated cardboard on there. It's really old. It's been in my December daily kit for the last 3 years. So it got used this time. And that kit is the Seasonal Snapshot 2015 from the Project Life app. And it just sticks right in there. And I'm using this paper clip to hold the day of the number of the day. So I just punched a scrap piece of paper with my 1.5-inch circle punch, and I'm going to use these gold stickers to write 5, and then that little paper clip will just hold it on there. I have a little bit of trouble with the dotting, the dot from the eye sticking to me. So that was all the goodies in the trunk. I tried to remember to take a picture all season long of the stuff on the belt, and it was a total fail. So I got a couple trunk pictures and that kind of thing of shopping experiences. So this is the back side of that page, and I didn't mat this side like I had done with the others because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it. I knew I wanted to use this gold paper bag that you see on the right, but I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do that. So I ended up deciding to mat the black with this striped paper, which I ink with the Memento Black. And I always have a little bit of trouble when I'm trying to mat my pockets because I get it stuck. I am like the world's worst person at getting paper matted straight. It is not funny. So I really want to use this gold paper bag. So I decide to cut it and just create another little element in that pocket. So I'm just going to tape that down. And then stick it in there, and then my photos will go in front. of that. So it's like a second mat, second photo mat. And that's another item that had been in my December daily stash for the last 3 years. So this is another set of photos that I just did with the Project Life app, the same way as the other two there. And I'm just going to mat them on some red cardstock with this kind of, it looks like it's corrugated cardboard, but it's just a pattern paper. And then I tried really hard to just use scraps for this part of my project, so I don't remember who the papers are from or anything like that. They're just tossed in my scrap box that I'm trying to reduce before the end of this project. So again, I'm inking my edges, and then I'm just going to attach my pictures on top of those photo mats. This has totally been the year of let's try to use up all of the Christmas paper and the Christmas embellishments and the Christmas everything. Because this year I actually expanded into 3 iris containers of December daily supplies. From paper to embellishments to stickers of all sorts and kinds and flair and wood veneer, and oh my gosh, I have so much stuff for this project, and I just want to get it used at least to the point that it's all back into one iris container. That would be a lovely goal. So again, I cannot get the mat on straight, so I'm gonna fiddle with it and try to get it fixed, and eventually I decide that it's just easier to tear the paper than to peel it all off the cardstock and try and reline it up. Yep, that's how I roll. So I'm inking the torn edges and kind of scruffling it up a little bit. So these pictures are still from that same day, the 5th, when we were outside playing. I wanted to get some pictures of myself that I could use on the blog for my About Me page and that kind of stuff. So I actually flopped in the grass and tried to take a selfie of me in the grass. And my daughter decided that that was the perfect moment to pounce on Mommy. And of course, once she sees Mommy has the camera, she wants to take pictures too. So I got some adorable selfies of the two of us. And she is just giggling, and oh my goodness, she's such a cheese ball. And then this other one is, again, her riding her trike, I believe. Yeah. Riding her trike around our neighborhood. So for these, I'm just using score tape, it's not score tape, but it's like score tape. It's by American Crafts. It's called like Simply Stick It or something like that. And the tape holds really well, and it tears really easy, and the backing is fairly easy to get off. Now that I've been using it more, I've gotten pretty darn good at getting it off, but sometimes it still gives me a hassle. One of these times is apparently right now. So that just slides right into that pocket. And then I'm going to put day 6 on the outside of this pocket, which we stayed up all night long. On the 5th, my daughter has been having some issues sleeping because of her teeth and stuff like that. So we were up all night, and so when she woke up at 5 a.m., which is her typical time to wake up, I sent Jamie to bed, and then I stayed up with her while he took a little nap and made her a breakfast of peanut butter toast and I believe a banana. Something like that. So I took a picture of her from above eating her breakfast. And that is the only real story I have to document from the 6th, because then we slept the entire day, pretty much, alternating between the two adults. So this is another painted page background that I had for several years, and it's hole punched to fit a completely different album. So I just decided, instead of fighting with the funky size and that kind of thing, that I would just fold that edge that has the holes punched out of it into the pocket to give the pocket kind of a lip, which will help the pocket stand through the 2-year-old wanting to look at it. And so I just folded it and then tucked it back there using some tape, and I inked that folded edge as well as excuse me, as well as the other edges of the paper. And I'm doing my best to line this up correctly. It's really thick watercolor paper, so it did not want to fold very well. That was the other reason I was using the extra strong tape, to make sure it stayed stuck down. So this is that photo of the breakfast table and her eating, and I'm just going to splatter some Heidi Swap gold color shine to kind of tie in the gold paper bag, and there's a little bit of gold paint on the painted paper, so I just wanted to add a little bit more. And then once that was dry, I matted my photo onto the polka dot paper that is on the back side of the picture that is in the pocket that I used for one of the other photo mats. And that'll just help tie those colors and everything together. And then once that was down, I just trimmed off the excess with my scissors, because I was being lazy and didn't want to get the paper trimmer out. And of course I had it lined up so that it wasn't straight, because that's what I do. Yay! And of course I had to ink the edges in black, so that it's all tied together. It's that lovely thing about inking your edges. Once you do it once, you've got to do it for the whole thing. And since I've inked all the edges in black throughout the entire book, I will be doing that pretty much for the rest of my album. So my goal is to get my album done by the end of January. So don't fear, there are lots more December daily videos coming to you in the next couple weeks, because I've got to get this bad boy done. Because if I don't get it done at the end of this month, I won't do it. And it'll just be another unfinished project hanging out. So I'm doing a little bit of embellishing. I used my 1.5 inch circle punch on some Heidi Swap Believe paper and punched out that 6, and then I'm just adding some of these. So I'm just finishing this off with some of those golden snowflakes, and here's some close-up pictures. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta!